After you learn about crypto and the excitement hits you, the very first question that always comes is, okay, how do I buy it? How do I actually buy my first crypto? And if you're a newbie, you already know the struggle. I mean, cards get declined, some of the apps that you're supposed to don't work, and banks suddenly block transactions. I've experienced that myself. But hey, don't worry, because today I'm going to show you the easiest, the fastest, and the safest way to buy your very first crypto using just your mobile phone and the same payment method that you use every single day. So if you're ready, why not? Let's jump right into it. But before we jump into the steps, let me explain what P2P actually is in the simplest way possible, because that's exactly the feature we are going to use. Okay, P2P simply means person to person. It's like buying something directly from another person. Okay, in this case we are going to use Binance, who's going to be standing in the middle to make sure nobody gets scammed. So basically, this is how it works. You choose a seller, you send them the money, and Binance locks the crypto in an escrow until the seller confirms they had received your payment. Once they confirm, Binance releases the crypto straight into your wallet. And it's so safe, fast, and I mean, there's no storage. Think of it like using Gigi in Ghana or Jumia, all right, but way more safer, because Binance holds the crypto until both sides do their part. And the best part is you can use your normal local payment methods like Momo, or basically whatever works in your country. That's why P2P to me is the number one way people get into crypto in Africa. All right, so now let's get right into the steps. For the purpose of this tutorial, you will need a Binance account. Okay, and those who have to download the Binance app from the Play Store or from the App Store. Okay, so if you don't have a Binance account, or if you are new to Binance, all you need to do is to click the description. Okay, you see a link there. Just click it to register for a free Binance account. Okay, and I promise you that if you use my link to create a Binance account, you're going to get a 10% rebate, because that's how I have configured my link. So whenever I use my link to create a fresh Binance account, you get 10% rebate on your trades. And after you are done with the registration, all you need to do is to open your Binance app and complete a simple KYC or verify your account. It takes literally 3 minutes. I mean, not more. If you are even fast, sometimes it takes like 2 minutes. It's very, very easy. Just follow the steps and you have your account verified. So if you have your account verified and Binance downloaded, then let's straightly jump to the steps. Okay, so now you open your Binance app, and then on the home page you select P2P. Don't worry, if you don't see P2P, it's simple. Just go to the search bar and type P2P. All right, it will pop up as a function. Tap on it and then it will lead you directly or straight to the P2P section. Okay, so here I want you to take note of two things. All right, we have the buy, we have the sell. Okay, buy means you are buying and sell means you are selling. So now for us, we are going to buy. All right, so we need to just stick to the buy section. Okay, also I want you to pay attention to this thing. All right, if you want to buy, always the best rate comes at the top, and if you want to sell, the best rate is always down, because selling means you are selling. Okay, and sellers always want to sell at the highest rate possible, and buyers want to buy at the cheapest rate possible. Okay, so you see the first person is 11.60 Ghana cedis per the dollar or per USDT. Okay, and the second person is 11.62. As we go down, you see that the rate increases. Okay, so as we go down, the rates that is being demanded by sellers, you see pretty much increases or go up. Okay, it's like going to the black market in Ghana. Okay, you move from one shop to another, and as you keep moving, the rates basically keep increasing because of whatever reason. It's a free market. Okay, and they have the right to determine the rate at which they want to sell their USDT. Okay, so now, as I said, the top one has the best rate, and as you go down, I mean, the highest rate begins to pop up. All right, and another thing that I want you to pay attention is the limit. Okay, some sellers don't sell below a certain amount. Okay, so if you check the first person, that is Francis Frank, his limit is 500 cedis to 3,389 cedis. Okay, so if you are buying below 500, you can't buy from him, because at least you should be able to buy 500 from him, or 3,389 and not above. Okay, so if you check the next person too, the limit or the least he's willing to offer for sale is 2,000 cedis to 7,300 cedis. Okay, and so on and so forth. Another thing I want you to pay attention is the payment method. All right, if you scroll down, you see that others are accepting bank transfer and so on and so forth, and you can see that others are also accepting different mobile money method. All right, we have the MTN Mobile Money, we have the Telcel Cash, we have the Momo, we have different payment method available. Okay, so as you go down or as you scroll in, you see your preferred payment method. Right, but to cut all this hassle, pretty much to make it more seamless and simple, we can use a feature called the filter. Okay, for that place we can select the amount that we are willing to buy, and also the payment method that we are willing to pay with, and also the limit. Okay, basically everything in between. All right, so let's tap on the filter and then type, we are going to buy 100 cedis for demonstration, so let's buy 100. Okay, and then the payment method, we choose MTN Mobile Money, okay, because that's what we are going to use to pay, and then we go to confirm. All right, so at this point you see all the merchants that are willing to sell to you via mobile money. Okay, so you see Telcel Cash, you see Momo. If you go down, you see MTN Momo. Basically at this point we've been able to filter out everything, and not only that, you can see that the limit has now turned from 500 or 2000 as previously shown to 100 cedis to any amount above, which means if you have 100 cedis, we can afford to buy it. All right, so the first person is 100 cedis and the rate is 12.25. The second person is 80 cedis as a minimum, the rate is 2.25, and as you go down, the rate pretty much increases. Okay, that's exactly 100 that's exactly 12.26 with 100 cedis as limit, the same with our preferred mobile money or payment method. All right, so you are going to choose the first one because basically that's what we want. Also, you need to pay attention to the completion rate. The completion rate simply means how many times the person has completed trades. Okay, so you see this person has completed, the first one has completed about 5,089 trades, that is 100%, and about 99.76% gives him thumbs up. Pretty much I've rated him to be a good trader. Okay, the second person, that's the value for what you have, trades 3,307 and 98.60% and 98.80 rating. So basically these two, the first two that we've seen, pretty much is good for us. So let's select the first one. Okay, we can select the first one or the second one. So let's choose the first one, buy. Okay, we enter the amount that we want to buy. I said we are going to stick with 100 cedis. Okay, then we go to place order. At this point, we have to pay and upload payments. Okay, we need to use our preferred mobile money method as stipulated and pay with it, and make sure that the account that you are using to pay belongs to you. It has your name on it, okay, to make it more safer in terms any disputes arise. Okay, so let's go ahead and pay. I'll be right back. But before we pay, I want you to pay attention to these few things that I want to talk to you about. All right, so on this page you will see pay seller within. Okay, there will be a time counting down. You need to pay before the time counts down totally. All right, it's very important. So if you're not willing to pay now, or if you're not ready to transact now, it's better you don't start. Okay, you need to really go according to the time. All right, also you see the transfer, how the money should be transferred. Okay, the seller pretty much will list all their terms. Okay, how the money is going to be paid. Some will tell you to allow cash out, okay, and some will also allow you or to tell you that pay to a specific account. Okay, so for this person, he has given us a mobile money number to pay to, all right, with the name and everything in between. Okay, so we are going to pay to this particular account, but for some merchant they will tell you to allow cash out, and then after you have allowed cash out, you upload the payment proof. Okay, and then transaction will be confirmed. So let's go ahead and pay. All right, let's go ahead and pay quickly. And as you pay, I want you to pay attention to this very important thing. When you are paying, because in Ghana, in my country, as I speak, crypto is not really, the legislation is not all set and done. Okay, so you want to use anything apart from crypto or Bitcoin, whatever, in your reference. In your reference, don't use crypto or anything like that. Okay, just use anything apart from that. All right, so reference, you can just write anything apart from crypto. All right, okay, I'm done paying and I've already uploaded the proof of payment. Okay, so I have to tap on tick, have this tick on, and then tap on transferred notify seller. Okay, so let me tap on it, transferred notify seller. Okay, so the seller has been notified, and I'm sure very soon payments will be made to me. All right, so I'm just waiting for the payment to go through. I'm just waiting to receive my crypto. All right, so let's wait and see how long it takes for our crypto to hit our account. Okay, so now I see pending confirmation. Expect to receive USDT in 1 minute 52 seconds or whatever. All right, so let's wait. Sometimes it is earlier, depends on the situation of the merchant. Maybe the seller probably is not around, or pretty much is engaged in something. Okay, that might, oh wow, it's already in. So you see, we already received our 100 cedis worth of crypto. That is 8.06 USDT deposited in our funding wallet. All right, so if you go to our funding wallet right now, all right, let's go back to our funding wallets right now. you see we have that amount, all right, 8.06. Okay, so now we bought our first crypto. So this is how pretty much you buy your first crypto using the Binance P2P. So you see it is very, very safe, very, very easy, and very, very convenient. But some of the key rules you need to follow or adhere to in order to prevent yourself from getting scammed or getting your disputes delayed in case there is any dispute that arise from the particular transaction you did. Okay, so you need to follow the seller's payment instruction exactly. Send the Momo or the bank transfer as exactly stipulated on the person's payment requirement. Okay, then come back to your Binance and then tap transfer notify seller. It's very important. You shouldn't wait for the time to elapse before you do so. Okay, once the seller confirms they receive your money, Binance automatically releases the crypto just like you saw here, all right, and the business is done. Deal is settled and done. No stress, very fast and no delay. Okay, pretty much just clean and safe way to buy your first crypto. But before we go, let me share some few safety tips to protect you. Okay, so number one, no WhatsApp, no Telegram, no phone calls. Okay, everything must stay inside Binance. Every single communication or whatever must stay on the app. All right, always choose sellers with high completion rates and good reviews. Okay, if you want to stay safe. And also, don't mark transferred until you pay. Never do that. Make sure you have actually sent the money first before you tap on transfer notify seller. And if you are selling, never release crypto early. All right, actually we're going to talk about how to sell later. All right, only release after confirming the money is in your account. Avoid using someone else's Momo or bank account. It can cause you issues, especially if there is any dispute arising. All right, now you can see that buying crypto doesn't have to be confusing or stressful. With Binance P2P, just like I demonstrated, you can buy crypto safely, locally, and 100% on your own terms. All right, if you found this video helpful, drop your country and comments. If you are in Ghana, let me know you're in Ghana. If you're in another country, let me know which country you're watching from, because I want to know where you are watching from. And if you are serious about starting your crypto journey or leveling up, join our community. Okay, you can find everything in the video description, or if you're watching on TikTok, you can just go to my bio and then click on the career and then move directly to our Telegram community to learn more. All right, because in our community we learn together, we grow together, and we don't gatekeep any opportunities. We don't gatekeep at all. So see you inside the community, and welcome to the smart side of crypto. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.